Give me a minute and let's talk about some great news and a dire warning for Americans. Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, third in line to the presidency of the United States, came out last night and gave what is for this demented, evil little Keebler elf an impassioned speech in which he said, in addition to, I think providing lethal aid to Ukraine right now is critically important. He said that he believed the intelligence analysts that said that if we don't stop Russia at Ukraine, it'll be Poland and the Baltics next. He said he'd rather send bullets to Ukraine than American boys. He said all the right things, that history is watching us and will judge us on what we do now. He said everything. This is the same man who has held this aid up for 5 months. Why? That's what we've all been asking, right? What was he going to do? Why was he doing this? Well, I think I know now. Think about this with me. If he'd have brought this bill to the floor back in November, it would have passed. It had the votes. But what would have happened to him? The maggots who put him in power would have ousted him as Speaker of the House. Marjorie Taylor Greene is threatening to do it now. The only thing is now, she doesn't have the votes. The only thing is now that he's done the right thing finally, the Democrats will protect him in his job, right? The great news here is that Mike Johnson appears to finally be on board with Ukraine aid. And we're going to get this bill passed in the next few days, barring any other maggot fuckery. But for Americans, you need to think about this with me for a second. This man held the world hostage, cost innumerable lives in the Middle East, in Ukraine, caused undue worry in our Indo-Pacific partners, compromised, extorted the Democratic Party to support his speakership, did an end run around Donald Trump, who clearly doesn't want the Ukraine aid passed, and has drawn the fangs of the maggots in Congress, the very people who put him into power. He has done all of this and managed to embarrass Joe Biden because Biden said he'd never sign individual bills on this, that he would only sign the omnibus legislation. Now he's going to get everything he wants and he's going to have to sign it as separate bills, which is a nice little political dig for the Republicans and shows that, at least to those not paying attention, that maybe they're not as dysfunctional as we all think they are. He has done all of this, held the whole world hostage to protect his job 2 heartbeats away from the presidency of the United States. This man is a savvy, ruthless political creature of the worst sort. Make no mistake. Do not underestimate him. We cannot underestimate this person because what he wants to do to America is the most evil legislative agenda and anti-American, anti-democratic legislative agenda you could ever imagine. Just look at the 2025 plan to know what we're up against with this bastard. So I think that's the great news for Ukraine. The package is coming in short order. And the dire warning for Americans not to underestimate this man. Now, I've been saying thank you to the people who have made this channel possible, who work tirelessly and on an ongoing basis to deliver to you the best experience that we can in the lives and in these videos. And I saved this video for Hacky Sack Trav because this is probably one of the most important videos I will ever make, and is the culmination of 5 months of waiting and confusion and just frustration. And the reality is, I would not be here to deliver it to you without Travis. Travis is my TikTok mentor. He is the person who convinced me to get on TikTok. We would not have this channel without Travis. And I want to express publicly my deep appreciation for his guidance, his friendship, and his support throughout these last 10 months. Thank you, Travis. Thanks for everything.